My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2 Silent Style. Okay, well, look, we saw this in the last run, so at the very least, I don't immediately have to snap pick the Ambergris now. One of two colorless cards to add into this deck. Ooh, what about a smooth little opening here? We've got 3 upgrades, 3 elites, possible 4th elite if I really want it, and a late shop. What would our cowardice path be? Can I take like a alternate version of that same route as cowardice? I guess. That one's got the shop right before the elite, so to be a little bit better prepared for it. This is all to say that, like, we've got Lead Paperweight there, which, if Lead Paperweight gives us really good cards, yeah. If Lead Paperweight gives us really bad cards, we should probably have an alternative strategy that doesn't make me take as many elites. Ooh. Farson versus Mind Blaster. Definitely take that Farson. Oh! It's not 2 colorless card selections. It's 1 of 2 rare cards. I'm thinking of, Kaleidoscope. I was actually fully thinking of Kaleidoscope there. Look, I'm fine with this. Farson is look, it's good defense. It is good defense. As long as I play it here, it basically shouldn't take damage in this combat, which is nice. Because I took 20 goddamn damage to this guy in the last run. I'm still pretty embarrassed about that. Felt like too much damage to take, frankly. Snakebite, Ricochet, Deflect. I mean, take the Snakebite. We've got a solution for damage already. Seven, 6, sure. I'll happily take 1 damage that turn to guarantee that the Leafs line in the front line is dead by the next. Never mind. That strike missed, actually. It went wide. Got him! Deadly Poison anticipates Speedster. Alright, I'll take Deadly Poison and then I'm done with damage for a while. Enemy's going to take a turn off damage here, and then I can just load up Poison. Perfect. Up my sleeve, dodge and roll, Blade Dance. I'm happy to take dodge and roll, but it's actually pretty bad compared to other defends versus Farson, like trying to keep the deck thin. But in terms of consistency of defense turn over turn, it's pretty important versus Ceremonial Beast. And I would also still take Footwork as a high priority in this deck, so not hesitant to take that there. Snake by the back line because I need them dead earlier. Speaking of need them dead earlier, good lord. I got 10 damage in this upcoming turn. Not going to be dealing 20 to you, so... Ow. Backline's 1 strike short of dead. And then frontline's also. Perfect. Backflip, dodge and roll, Dagger Spray. We take Dagger Spray for AoE coverage. I've regretted too commonly recently having come to that decision and not taking the Dagger Spray, or Breakthrough as the case may have been in the instance. Farson desperately wants an upgrade. Most elite combats want me to hit the Snakebite upgrade here instead, though. Yeah. Weaken, Snakebite, and single defend comfortably takes us through that turn. Defend, defend. Deadly poison. Hell yeah. Oh, the weaken. Didn't have weaken this turn, but the dodge and roll covered our difference. Oh, that's a toughie. I don't have lethal here, do I? 18 on top of what I have. 29, that's not enough. Oh. Alright, I'm going to use bottle potential. We're drawing, looking for, yeah, either just another defend or a weaken would have done the job. Joss paper. Every 5 times you exhaust a card, add a random card. Draw a card rather. Noxious fumes for AoE weaken. I think this is probably the last time I would have the opportunity to take that, but yes, and now that also makes it easy for me to take Outbreak in the future. Let's actually take the upgrade on the Noxious Fumes as well. Stone Calendar! End of turn 7, do 52 damage to all enemies. This is not the opening hand you want here. Oh, the weaken's gone early and we don't get poisoned in the opening 2 hands. Oh no. Oh, this fight could easily kill us based off of that. God damn. All right, let's dig for a skill pot. I need help here. Adrenaline. Just a little additional speed here will go a long way. I desperately want to throw that deadly poison so goddamn bad. But I don't think I have enough turns to survive unless I throw a defend there. I think we're looking towards Stone Calendar as our finisher here. I don't think we have any capability to kill the enemy before that point. That's just not happening. God damn. Yeah, worst case scenario. We are getting out of this fight. Yeah, enemy's dead this turn, but... Oh, meal ticket. Whenever you enter a shop, he'll... Please tell me I've got a shop in the next space or something. I don't, but I can rest here and then hit that and then hit the shop. Okay, that's a bit better. Bubble Bubble is a lot of poison for a single target. I have to rest here. I have to bank left. Snakebite Deadly Poison opening hand here. Huge. Weaken anything? Great follow-up. Didn't get the entirety of the great follow-up, but that's okay. It's half. Yeah, it could have been a little bit better here. Sadly, 3 more infections in the new draw pile than I would have liked to see. And I need the enemy to die to their poison here so I don't strike. Although, I believe this means the enemies die on the Stone Calendar. Oh no, 1 turn after this still. Dang. Okay, so that also means that I mistargeted my Snakebite last turn. It should have gone against either the first or third liner. Vambrace, double the amount of block gain. Definitely acrobatics or leg sweep. Let's take leg sweep. I need the additional defense. 15 health from coming to the rest site. Master Planner. Oh, I don't have enough discard to really support that. Master Planner and Prepared. Feels like a long road to hoe to get little impact. I almost feel like a second leg sweep, but the problem with that is then when do I find time to poison the enemy? Another argument would be Lava Lamp. Actually, yeah, Lava Lamp, and then I take Prepared. Lava Lamp says, if you end the combat taking no damage, upgrade all the cards that you see from the end of that combat. 1, 2, 3. So I've already fought 3 elites. I'm taking less and less damage each time. I think I could hit this additional elite. It might even be easier than the fight next to it. Look, I'm not going to say that it's possible I take no damage in this combat, but just in case, let's see. Because then we could get the Lava Lamp upgrade. Okay, we lose it here, unfortunately. That said, we're still only taking 3 damage, so it could be a lot worse. It's the worst card to have drawn back into, to be honest. GG. Dex, Regal Pillow, another dodge and roll, deadly poison. It's either dodge and roll or nothing here, and I think it's nothing. Let's upgrade Fasten for consistency of defense. Fasten Snakebite, hell yeah. 22 block from our first card. Okay, this sucks. 22 damage and I'm literally incapable of defending myself against any of it. I want to fish for an attack potion that might be able to defend me in some way. That's not that. Well, there you go. 22 damage to my body and I don't get to do anything about it. God damn. I need the enemy basically to die without doing any more damage to me, unfortunately, at this point, which is not, you know, not great to have to plan around that as you're up. Oh boy. Well. I'm dead next turn. Right, 17 incoming. 11. Okay, never mind, I'm fine. I'm just fine, though. There goes guilty. Bullet time, corrosive? Do I have the draw for corrosive? I do not have the draw for... God, I don't have draw at all. After image and bullet time. That said, the thing that I want to include in this deck is now draw. Especially the new retain draw sources. I really like the idea of hitting a corrosive wave outbreak run. The thing is, I have neither of those cards yet, so maybe I should just settle for additional defense along the way while I'm doing the things I'm currently doing. Enchant a skill with imbued. I feel like luminescence is probably more impactful for us, to be honest. Give us 2 energy when we want it, please. Look, I could do that in a different order, but I'm full blocking this turn anyway. If I can full block this fight, then I get all the cards from the end of this upgraded, so that's like the real pull for us. Bulbug Nectar in the back line is about to be really annoying damage in a second, so I need to set up for it to die. Ugh. Just enough. Sadly, that bubble doesn't get to be played for poison. I'm gonna have to defend. Oh, no, wait, right, because of the after image, I could have gotten away with less defense. That's okay. They're all upgraded. Oh my god, Accelerant! Hell yeah! Thank you, Lava Lamp. Oh, what a good card. Additional block on dodge and roll certainly appeals most to me, but also, yeah, give me the draw. I really do like draw. That after image is going to be in my opening hand after it becomes upgraded with innate, and then it just increases the size of our opening hand, and especially because we have luminescence in the opening hand as well, we can take more advantage of that. So yeah, do that. I'll hit this left. After image. Luminescence. Full defense. Actually, I'm gonna hold my resources here. I don't think it's time to start poisoning you yet. Okay, it's time to start poisoning you, yo. Because that fasten needs to be played. Accelerate, defend. Nice. Perfect. That's another lava lamp for us. Acrobatics. Hell yeah. The draw is there. The discard is there. Let's drop a big defend. That defends all of the incoming damage. Then accelerant and snakebite against the buffing target. That'll kill you before you do anything. Six. A different number. Let's hit fish oil as well. Great. So I have the ability with that to prevent incoming damage this turn, retaining our lava lamp charge as well as cycling our potions, because those aren't great potions. No real essential need to maintain those ones. Dagger spray next turn, as well as weaken. Sorry, as well as weaken, as well as poison, rather. God, I'd love to see a single copy of Footwork in this deck. Ricochet, Escape Plan, Scare, AoE Weaken, yes. Well, Escape Plan's also really good here, though. Alright, give me the Escape Plan, goddammit. Outbreak. I mean, that is a lot of AoE poison. I just wanted to see Outbreak go. No. I'd have to take Outbreak rather than removing a card. Removing a card is so much more important. Okay, neutralize highest damage this turn, then Acro. Woof. Noxious, Luminescence, Fasten, Accelerate, and drop a defend for 22 damage. That's 6 AoE. Hopefully I get After Image in my natural hand next turn. Beautiful, I do. And then prepared through the cycle, drop a strike, happily drop another defend on the field. Snakebite in the next turn is effectively execute single target. Taking 21 damage in this fight so far, could be a lot worse. So yeah, Snakebite on the front line is lethal. Poison in the draw pile is also going to be lethal. See if I can draw back down to it. Awesome. Oh, I was about to say not especially likely, but hang on. Just short of lethal there. Hey, that'll do it though. GG. Lantern! Even more energy for our first turn. Ain't that beautiful? Backstab's not particularly important to us. Would I take a copy of Backflip, though? Yes. I'd have been more excited were it upgraded, but it weren't. Let's get the After Image upgrade as well. Bank over to the right to get Game piece. Whenever you play power, draw an additional card. Goddamn, we're drawing so many cards on that turn one now. Get the prepared upgraded. Okay, After Image draws 3 cards from the top of the draw pile. Neutralize Escape Plan. Fasten Accelerant. Luminescence for a leg sweep. And then I'll defend rather than do anything else. Yeah, because I don't want to draw into something that I would much rather use. Defend, Deadly Poison, Bubble. And then we've just got Snakebite to follow up with next turn. Unfortunately, we did take 1 damage there, preventing us from picking up a upgraded set of cards after this. Ooh, Blade of Ink, though. Yeah, especially because it's 4 triggers of After Image, so it's also pretty good defense, as well as applying pretty good weaken, as well as being able to split that weaken's focus. I definitely need to start with Snakebite on you. And I'll dodge and roll as well. I don't see it being possible for us to defend enough this turn. It's okay, though, because we can lock in lethal. Speed dummy. Ugh, no. Even an upgraded dash I'm not interested in there. I'll look at 2, and Daughter of the Wind, I don't actually play that many attacks, so it's not that many additional triggers. And look, Mr. Struggle solves the AoE problem, or helps to continually solve the AoE problem. 1 Regal Pillow gets us back in condition for fighting the Kaiser Crab. After Image and Fastens. Oh, this opening hand! God damn! And Noxious Fumes out that early even. Still no damage taken, so all of the rares after this fight are currently upgraded. I don't expect that to last for long, but I mean, it's still kicking around. Okay, this is the turn I lose it. Let's Blade of Ink. Additional weaken so that the Crusher class. Oh, hang on. Maybe I don't lose it this turn. But I've also weakened you, so you're 7. So I can turn around, actually. Yeah, 7 by 2. It would have to be, like, super huge defense draw and then, you know, pile up. Yeah, I'm going to use Speed Pot. Let's just give it the chance. That'll do it. Goddamn. That's full defense. I didn't even have to use the additional energy pot. I'm going to use the energy pot, though, to get Snakebite out, because then Rocket's got 2 turns here. Next turn, you take off combat, so I basically never have to focus on Rocket again. Rocket's already solved. So far, again, we are going to get rare cards at the end of this combat exclusively. That's what we're fighting for. So Weaken would take you down to 12. I think Blade of Ink and then attacking Crusher is actually the right choice, but for safety's sake, I'm going to hit the defend instead. Because I'm just not certain. Actually, yeah, the strength that Crusher Claw would have gotten, I think, would have made the difference. GG. Ooh, give me upgraded adrenaline. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks, game. Thank you kindly. I mean, goddamn, it's Wraith form, right? Is it? I'm so defended that I feel like Wraith form is almost a way to make sure that we lose long combats. Actually, Astrolabe, get rid of those 3 strikes. Those strikes are long past due. They did not get better. Infinite Blades and Phantom, I mean, once every turn we get a Shiv that does a decent amount of damage. That's kind of fun, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. I'm looking for upgraded cards, basically, is all I care about right now. I love how many resources we have access to at all times now. It's pretty fun. Oh, whoa. I miscounted there. I'm planning specifically for the full block. I've been planning for it the entire time. I need to make sure that I have the full block on the turns. That one go there, that one go there, that one went there. And then it was trying to defend here. Right? 20. Yeah. This works. Okay. Then accelerant for the draw. Guess I'll make sure that we keep Weaken out on the fields. And that'll have you all dead next turn, right? No, 3, 2, 1. That's 6. Just short. Deadly Poison Ricochet Slice. No need. Start with After Image, as per always. I want to set up the Snakebite on the back line. Snakebite and Leg Sweep. Also Bubble back there just for good measure. Grand. Accelerate takes out backline. Immediately, in fact. Ooh. And I could even pre-weaken. Deadly Poison and Precise Strike finishes them off. What are our upgraded cards? Memento Mori deals 5 additional damage for each card discarded this turn. I don't do that often. Pounce. Pounce 9 times out of 10 will just help us play 1 copy of either Leg Sweep or Snakebite, which is okay, but it's not worth an additional card in this deck. Permafrost! Hell yeah. More block for free. 7 block the first time we play a power card each combat. Perfect. I just need to get a poison out so that I can start the fight. These we can... Poison's further up. We're about as buffed as we can be. Great. Taking the enemy down at the top of a turn so that I can start working on an enemy while they're not attacking is super useful here as well. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that's not really going to change anything here. Snakebite, strike deadly. And that's the last one. GG. Don't need another upgraded snakebite. We're all good. Ooh, punch dagger. Enchanted attack with momentum 5. Dagger spray momentum? I don't think I cycled back to it enough times to really get to use it. I think gambling chip cycling our opening hand is huge. I think just let us decide every individual card that's in the opening hand, and we should just be able to take off to the moon. Upgrade our individual damage, poison numbers, blood vial, heal 2 HP whenever you enter a rest site. Okie dokie. So basically, I'm going to throw away everything that doesn't say draw or poison. Snakebite. Bubble, bubble. Noxious fumes. Grand. Lethal setup. It's not immediate lethal, of course, but it'll happen. The argument for hidden daggers here is primarily Eon Glass. Is that discarding some additional cards could be relevant to us. Also, in that opening hand, I often feel like I want to discard some additional cards. Extend the weaken of leg sweep, and I'll take more question marks. Joss paper for 2 random relics? Actually, I'll give you 100 gold for a single random relic. Hey, 2 additional... I've got literally 10 cards in my opening hand. Nice. Blade of Ink, keep that one weakened. Perfect. Okay, frontliner is dead. Let's start focusing on the ghost now. Spectral Knight also dead. Now it's literally just Magi Knight. You've got the 11 this turn, and then you take a turn off, and then you'll try and actually hit me for 40 damage. But of course, you're weakened for that turn now. So it'll be more like 30 damage. If you make it that far. That's a negative on making it that far, friend. Potion belt. How do I feel about another leg sweep? I feel like the answer's supposed to be positive, right? Yeah, okay. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, wow, cool. We get a whole additional relic? Yeah, but Vajra's not really going to do anything for us, so it doesn't kind of count, right? Okay, so the queen, we focus on poison for the back line and kind of just survive against the front line. Really, we shouldn't take down the front line at any appropriate speed here. That's not really going to do too well for us. Thank you. Deadly Poison, Bubble Bubble. Actually being able to set those up on turn 1 is all I wanted to see there. And then these are both retaining. Throw one at the back line, retain the other one. $22 and... Oof. Okay, this is probably going to be our Swift Pot that turn then. There you go. Blade of Ink. Get some extra weaken available for that front line. Then Deadly Poison up and defend. Don't want to backflip past a poison especially. You're already weakened. Great. Defend, dodge and roll. I'll throw the additional defend. God damn it. Take 1 damage this turn. Two more damage this turn, and then the queen goes down. GG. Yeah, okay, so the real fight here, obviously, is going to be Eon Glass. I don't think Infinite Blades is that important for us to have in the opening. Or important for us to have in the opening at all. Double leg sweep would be a lot better if the enemy was open to vulnerability already. Okay, we've got our Fasten down. That's huge. Okay, Blade of Ink is probably how I'm supposed to get through you. Let's backflip. Just fumes for additional removal. Great. Then dodge and roll. Blade of Ink. We only get 2 of those, but I'll shiv you twice. Top of the next turn. That final point of artifacting is removed, and now we can start poisoning you. Could have been a lot worse. More than happy to take some damage to Wither here. Blade of Ink is also left for additional weaken access coming up in the next part of the cycle. Great, we'll stop that. Pretty persistent weaken access there. I'll happily drop anything that's aggressive. Don't really need that. And we retain a shiv, so I'll just save that for the next cycle. Okay. Keeping up our safety while getting the enemy poison is going to be a little tough, depending on how many withers. Okay, we're drawing 2 withers a hand, but, like, we actually only have 3 left in the deck. We're drawing an unlikely density of them right now, which actually does bode pretty well for the future, because I believe the enemy is dead in 3 turns time? 2 turns time. GG. Woo! Hey, now that is a textbook. A goddamn textbook fight, if I ever said so myself. Both the fight overall and the run itself. A couple of points where we had to squeak through, but especially, I think basically around this point, where Radiant Pearl was collected from Aerobus, where we picked up Lantern and then also Game Piece. In the same period of time, we also got the Swift upgrade for Afterimage, which then upgraded to become Innate. So all of that meant the opening hand had 3 additional energy It had an additional card every time I played a power. It had 2 additional cards on top of After Image. It also had Bag of Preparation, and from Luminescence, that's like a 10-card opening hand. Like, this just shows you the impact of how much you can get done on turn 1. If I was not capable of setting up almost all of our powers pretty consistently on turn 1, there's no goddamn way this deck would work. Look at this deck right now. If you look at this deck independently, outside of the context of knowing that it's a win, it might look too slow, especially if you don't see the relics. Also, shout out to Adrenaline for really just gluing it all together at the right appropriate time, you know? For the moment, though, hey, gotta tell you, my name's been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2. Top left is a series playlist for all of the content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out above the neck, and special thanks this episode to Disney Mia. Hopefully, y'all will be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully, we'll see y'all next time.